All right, we just want to see what's going on. This is the ES, and again, we want to see if this big seller is going to basically liquidate their stuff. We had a big seller step in on the ES intraday right here into the close. Again, we want to see how they close this thing. Again, we're about 12 minutes away from the close, so we'll see what happens. But again, a big seller came in around this about 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So we'll see how this one plays out. And again, we're at cautious levels. Again, I keep saying that because we are there. We have the lower highs in place, and we don't want to get lazy per se and just say that every single dip and every single time that the Fed is going to bail out people, and they start getting very lazy. Again, we have the same type of levels. We had to move up, and we want to see how they close this at the end of the day. Because we have lower highs in place, and we see we have a high one bar here. Next volume was lighter volume, and we want to see if they break above this point tomorrow. I would not be extremely bearish, but I would again just be cautious going to the long side because you don't want to get trapped. YM, same thing. You see that again, Apple's down about 160 something right now, so we'll see how this one plays out. Again, they can manipulate those names very easily, so we just see how that price action goes. In the IWM, we see that we pretty much just have an indecision candle, but it could be an inside day for some more pop to the upside tomorrow. Let's look at some names and see. Again, I don't know how they're going to close, but you see Apple had a couple days, still lower highs in place here, so we just want to be cautious going long. We don't want to blindly go long. Again, Amazon looks like it gave up a lot of this gains for today. You had Alibaba again look like it's going to be breaking down for more downside, and the downside could be like 67 or something like that. It could be down definitely 77 range would be easily attained. You have Boeing gave popped up, gave that gap down and continue to close down. Remember also that, and I'll say this again for tomorrow, that the markets will be closed on Friday for Good Friday, which is celebrated in different parts of the country and the world, actually. So again, I have no political or religious affiliation. That's for another site if you want to get that type of stuff. You got CAT continuing to look downtrend. You had a Tesla, again, a little tweet yesterday, does not delete the trend. So you got to pop up. Again, a lot of people might get stuck on that, and I'm not saying that it's going to go down, but this is a downtrend, and that's what the hell you should be playing as to. Google still has not given a buy signal yet. That could be for tomorrow, maybe. We'll see how this one plays out. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday will be good. We got gold continuing down. We got the oil is continuing to go down as well. You got Goldman Sachs. Again, they can really manipulate these names. This is what's going to be keeping up the Dow. So they gap down from a strong move up, and still have a couple different lower highs. You got 1, 2, 3. This one popped above, and we got to see how this one plays out. But above this 185 level, we still have to respect the trend. FireEye giving a sell signal. We talked about that one a couple days ago. You got Twitter. Twitter is basically given a shooting star currently, but we have a couple more minutes. So unless they really drive it up, we'll have to see what's going on right now. The Dow is down 177. S&P is at 2062. So we're at critical levels, and we have to see how this one plays out. You have Yahoo. Again, I told you guys, again, just don't let the trend, it's just been sideways. So pick something else. Priceline had a huge pop up, and it looks like it's giving a lot of it back today, which is not a good sign on higher volume. So that's something that you want to be cautious about. And again, if we start to really dive into the intraday for this name, you could see that again it popped up, and now it's like it's closing. So again, it's you see how this is pretty much you need to know what the intraday movement is for these daily time frames, and understand why people look at certain candlesticks a little bit more focused than other ones. But again, you still cannot dilute or forget about the overall trend. You also had Netflix. That one actually gave up $6 today. So again, you want to see a break below this low. And again, I'm very cautious of taking 1 bar pullback. So I'll be a little bit cautious with this one as well, because you have a huge flush down. If it could pop into this 427 area, that would actually be the better short in my opinion. But again, market and the S&P, again, it's the S&P that you really want to focus on and kind of see where these levels are, and it's popping back up to this area right here, and want to see if how it closes. So again, I'm getting this one out earlier because I got some stuff to do, but the market's continuing to the downside. And if we look at the 15-minute for this, you can see that it's continuing. We had a little pop here, but again, it breaks these lows. It could continue to the downside because, again, this is why you got to look at what the trend is versus just one single candle. Don't forget all of this price action. Okay, it's key. Take care.